I'm outside the Urban Kutz barbershop on the city's west side, Pearl Road, where they just don't cut your hair. They cut down on a man's chances of having a stroke or heart disease by offering medical checkups. Let's go inside. I'm with Waverly Willis, the owner of Urban Kutz. Shaw High grad, you know I had to say that.
Absolutely.
Had to say Shaw High. Talk about your establishment, man. How long you been in business?
Well, I've been in business at this location for 5 years now, and I opened up my first location 10 years ago on the corner of 111th and Detroit Avenue. And I've been very fortunate. The city of Cleveland has definitely rallied around me. And I know that it's not just because I'm a good barber, it's because I constantly give back to the community.
You care about the community, which is the thing and this is all about. Talk about some of the things you offer here. Very unusual for a barbershop.
And you know what? I'm glad you said that, Mr. Dawson, because my goal is to not make it be unusual for a barbershop. One of the programs that we offer is a lot of guys, unfortunately, come into the barbershop, they have a felony background. So we got a list right here, and everything is sponsored through the Urban Barber Association, which is a nonprofit. On this list is hundreds of jobs, good companies, corporations that hire people with a felony background. So we pass this out and we funnel this not only at Urban Kutz Barbershop, but several barbershops throughout the city.
Okay.
You know, I think that the barbershop is a strategic point of entry into anyone's life.
Absolutely.
Over here we got blood pressure. You know, you can come to the barbershop and get your blood pressure taken. Unfortunately, men as a whole, we don't go to the doctor unless something is falling off. So we decided to bring the physician straight to them. So it's a partnership with the American Heart Association.
Now you have a personal story to tell when it comes to men and getting checkups.
Well, yes, absolutely. Many years ago when I first started, I would find that my clientele was starting to disappear. And when I would run into someone, a wife or a daughter at the neighborhood grocery store, I would ask them what happened to him. And they would tell me that he passed away because, you know, he didn't take his blood pressure medication. And I took that personally because, you know, I know that I see these guys at least once or twice a month. And I know that the influence that I have in saying, hey man, have you been taking your blood pressure? And at the time and still today, you know, I struggle with my weight, I struggle with my blood pressure. So, you know, I also took the initiative to lose 200 pounds over the last 3 or 4 years and get my blood pressure controlled.
So what made you bring it into the barbershop?
Well, because again, the barbershop is a strategic point of entry. You know, we all come to the barbershop and laugh and
tell stories.
Cry about the Browns and unfortunately the Cavs now. But you know what? I wanted people to come away with something more tangible, you know. So you'll be surprised that, you know, they come in and get their blood pressure checked. Now we're exchanging vegetarian recipes and things of that nature right inside the barbershop.
Yeah, and you also have a reading program?
Right. We have a reading program. It's called Literacy in the Hood, as well as the Barbershop Literacy Project. And the young kids, they come into the barbershop. We got a small library of books inside the barbershop, and they come, they read to the kids. When the kids are waiting to get service, they don't tear up our barbershop, number one, and it promotes child literacy.
A lot more than the barbershop. Talk about your commitment, man, and your passion for giving back to the community.
Again, I've been in business for 10 years now, and what has made me such a success is not the fact that I cut hair good, it's the fact that I give. So I'm just reaping all of the seeds that I'm continuing to plant in the city.
Well, since I am here at Urban Kutz and they do offer blood pressure readings, I figure I might as well make sure I'm okay. Now tell me, what are the good numbers as far as blood pressure is concerned, Lisa?
So when you think about a healthy blood pressure range, you want to make sure that your blood pressure is at least less than 120/80.
High blood pressure can lead to stroke or cardiac arrest. What's my blood pressure?
120/68.
120/68. I'm healthy as a horse. That's all I can say.